small island known as Molokini. What is Molokini, you might be thinking? Molokini is a small moon-shaped island. Right there, you can see it. It's located only a few miles off the coast of Maui, and it is super popular for snorkeling, scuba diving, and the growing new sport of snuba diving. As I said, it is extremely popular. Over 400,000 people visit it each year. It is best recognized for its clear water and the chance of seeing something unexpected and rare. Its crescent shape provides the perfect habitat for lots of sea life, like hundreds of kinds of vibrant coral and over 250 species of fish, some which you can only find there. It was born when a nearby volcano exploded, and this volcano's Hawaiian name is Haleakala. That sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? This volcano Hawaiian name means house of the sun. When the sun rises, you can see at the top. If you were to drain all the water around this crescent island, you would actually find that it is in the shape of a circle. Only one side doesn't come up above the water at all, and the other side sticks up 161 feet. People have been known to jump off the other side into the 300-foot deep water on the other side. I would never be able to do that. Long ago, Hawaiian natives used this island as a food source for fish and bird eggs from the many birds that live there. And in World War II, the U.S. Navy practiced shooting bombs at the island because it closely resembles a battleship or a submarine. This resulted in some destruction of coral, and divers still find bullet casings even to this day all around the island. Something else interesting that happened to the coral was that divers would go down to harvest a certain type of coral called black coral. But today the island is a marine conservation district, so no one can take anything from the island. It is also a seabird sanctuary today for a strange-looking bird called a wedge-tailed shearwater. Here's a picture of it. It looks kind of like a seagull. There is some amazing sea life on this island. People have seen manta rays, which can get up to 24 feet, eagle rays, spinner dolphins, and reef sharks, which I am very glad I didn't see. People have also seen whale sharks, which are huge and may look scary, but they really are harmless because they don't have any teeth. Just to name a few of the many, many fish, there are angelfish, butterfly fish, idlefish, yellow tangs, and parrotfish. If I was to name them all, we would be here all night long. There was also eels, turtles, and sea urchins. Sea urchins I suggest staying away from if you're in the water with one. My experience on Molokini was unforgettable. We got up very early in the morning and drove down the coastline to the dock. We got on a small sailboat called the Trilogy. The Trilogy headed towards the small island in the distance. It only took a little over an hour to get there. The island was so close. It was exciting seeing it because we had seen it from the plane on the way in, and it was even better up close. We had lots of time near the island, and one of the fascinating things we did was going snuba diving. Snuba diving is a cross between scuba diving and snorkeling. With snuba diving, your hose is attached to an air raft that floats at the top of the water, and it goes about 20 feet, so you can only dive about 20 feet down, which I think is great for beginners. I saw a giant eel while we were down there, and that was kind of scary, and also swam through a bunch of fish that kind of looked like this. We had a friendly crew on the way back, and they served great food. But before we docked, we went turtle spotting, and they made sure we got to see at least one of the kinds of turtles, either a hawksbill turtle or a green sea turtle. This trip was a trip of a lifetime for me, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I hope you learned a lot about Molokini and enjoyed a little trip I took you on. Maybe someday you'll go too, and I hope that you'll put Molokini on your check-off list if you ever get to go. Thank you.